Why, hello there. Greetings, and welcome back to a small Let's Play of a game called Galton Saiban with Ruudo and Emily. It's very nice to meet you again.
Howdy, y'all.
We're moving back to the courtroom. Trials and errors.
Okay, how do I do this again?
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer at Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to your testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Totally not. Imagine he didn't get his penalty. Done. First, I would like to call a familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Hey, pal.
I am not your pal. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir! I'll explain with a guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? Here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. She's also a licensed suite. Past the security station is a gate, see? Past that are studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. And after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform our rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m.
So, the proof against Wells seems to be retroactive then.
Let's see. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest. Was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief.
A briefcase.
Yes, it is. Be sure to not try to invent something that would put a toilet inside a briefcase, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Am I the only one who gets that reference?
Maybe not. Maybe not. It varies. Go on, you're lying.
Right. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Skip.
Yeah. Imagine it's just
I'm
the
not
exact
really
same thing. It's probably not even going to be funny.
I think I can probably remember that.
So the murder weapon was a spear? How? Medieval?
Indeed it is. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand.
Have fun, Reggie.
Bye. It's gonna be fun. Not. Will the witness declare her name? Mind you, handsome fellow. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, Derry, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please.
Seems that she has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Not a good time for French words whatsoever. Wendy or Derry? So just call me Grandma. So you know what you want. Someone else don't want to make fun of this because man, can you believe it? But it was this boy, Captain Chess Club, called me an old bag. I just cried and objection. I object to the witness to talkativeness.
Objection sustained.
Yeah.
The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
As funny as it is a legitimate objection. I was just getting to the good part, Derry. Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
I'm gonna get out of this poncho.
And Emmy died.
Still catch it editing, whatever you said. Oh well. You know your stuff, Derry.
You may begin your testimony.
The judge is not amused. You look like the young girls.
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Oh.
Huh, I'm confused.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. However, an arrest had been doing a run to there since this morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Okay.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination.
As we know, you
Mr.
will
Wright?
costume.
Yes, Your Honor.
The mystery man. The mystery man was in the costume.
Costume man.
Okay.
Where's everything, I guess? Let's see. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go into the studio? Anyone who wanted to could go into the studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, Derry. You need an employee car key to get in. That's probably gonna be important.
Right, the car key that I have. So what she's saying is, no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in.
Under normal circumstances, was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
So nobody could climb the gate.
No. I imagine there probably is a reason for that.
A run-through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. I got the basics figured out by noon and went to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsals were supposed to start at 5. Then my poor old hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing? Talk about a laid-back hero.
Indeed. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon?
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know. You know.
No, I don't know. Answer the question!
Actually, I was watching for Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know?
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
I'm not sure your boss would see it that
No.
way.
Probably not. Anyway,
That's like...
I always watch Hammer's run through. Always. I never miss one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too.
You're not helping.
No,
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up a guard duty.
not a bad idea.
Gosh dang it, Maya!
Unfortunately, no, it is a bad idea.
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see Pearl Hammer? No. Nope. He'd already gone to this area before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. Yeah, not the best time.
Oh, it is slowing down.
That happens sometimes.
Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. So, you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course! I am a professional, you know! Or are you criticizing how I do my job? Whippersnapper!
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can't watch a gate and eat donuts at the same time! Whippersnapper, snipper whapper. Snipper whapper? Oh, one bag is losing its neck.
I can see that. So why don't you raise an objection?
You know what? Let me hear that. Objection! Wendy Oldbag, shut up!
So the witness was on duty through the afternoon, the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Okay. It's good enough. Nice.
Oh my goodness, it is so slow. How did you know that?
I am hungry. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and talked. Ducked? If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Poor Detective Gummy. Getting chewed out
Indeed.
by a security guard.
Indeed, the same person that he liked.
Two? You're sure?
And that was highlighted. Sure as spit!
Well, who was that man?
If I can prove it to you! Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Like your brain! Now, don't get here and scare us all in a bunch. I tell you it was.
The defense would like to say that I don't think that the witness is saying that the guy from Guilty Gear is involved in this case.
I'm
So you saw
not
Mr.
gonna
House?
edit that. I'm not gonna edit that. Because I've already done it before.
Yes, but I said that man.
I know. That's what I said! Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again! It was him! Well, the problem is, let's
We can still press it, I guess.
still press everything, because that's good.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, good.
Yeah, okay, so it's
It's just
okay, wait,
actually
there's
saying it
nothing
again.
forward? Is there anything forward?
No. Nick, does it seem like she's enjoying this a little too much?
Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortune.
Come to get her kicked somewhere else? Yeah, shit.
Like where? The schoolyard?
That's this one.
I
That's,
think that's all the way in the end.
I know.
Damn it.
Da 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 da. There we go. That's what I want to do. Percent. And have a percent
Let's
this.
give her presents. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Oldbag?
What did you call me?
Nothing. I just called you by your last name.
Hmm.
You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo.
Tell him out because he likes the show.
What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag. Oh my goodness.
What?
Because of how the animation did it and how the that the evidence
Yeah.
the thing showed up like right on his head. For a second there, I thought he held up the picture.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so yeah, that's just funny to me.
Have you seen the live action movie?
Nope.
I've only seen a bit, but there's the thing that he takes a holographic screen of evidence and throws it at the witness.
Then I didn't read
Sorry.
that.
Sorry. Okay.
Let me help. Is this the powers that you were talking about?
Of course! Did the moment teach you any sense, sorry? Anyone can plainly see that's powers, right? Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
I see
goodness, why
Eddie's
me?
feeling pressure.
Why me? Why must I always deal with these people? Well, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that! I wasn't born yesterday! Hi.
No one in the court is accusing you of that, Mr. Witness.
Yeah.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. Probably because he's old himself.
Yeah, makes sense.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
No, see, old man. Of course I have proof. Are you
What?
sure about that? Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised?
Yeah. The prosecution... The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. It'll only be one more
I'm pretty
day.
sure that's one of his smarter choices. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Gosh.
Let's hear about your proof then.
I wonder if Edgy had fun prepping her.
Excuse me. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. That's my proof. He broke one of the props. There was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Oh, okay, I see where she's going with it. Now, look at that picture! You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's all I knew was Powers. Happy? That's still not exactly proof.
Oh, so he had sprained his ankle?
He's not the only one with a potentially sprained ankle.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
Imagine if
Instead
it's,
of,
imagine if,
deflating like an old bag.
yeah, imagine if it's because someone was inside the leg. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Sanity, mind you. I'm not gonna voice everything. I'm not gonna press everything. Not gonna do it.
Come on.
Nope.
Well, Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. Those powers. He's a still samurai. And poor Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was out moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then?
No, seems not. But I guess... I wonder. Maybe Oldbag is the person that, Penny sensed.
Trip and fall?
Take a break with this thing. Listen to this person, so samurai. Okay. She's
You're not gonna voice it, are
got
you?
a lot of bias against him. Just for this line of dialogue.
How's the tea?
I've already drunk it up.
Not gonna get more to soothe your voice?
I guess I can. Let me do that.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt. Where it hurt?
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Oh.
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up a backdrop, I think. She didn't know about powers at cold. I wonder about that. If she didn't know, did anyone else know? Why didn't Will say anything about that? You may continue your testimony.
Maybe he just didn't think it was important.
Maybe, but then it can affect things. Well,
Or maybe he just wasn't asked.
but it's the sort of reason where you would suspect that there's a particular reason that he can't say this.
Ah. He broke a prop?
Sure did. It's on the samurai spear. I feel a bit better now. A lot better.
Wait, what?
That's good.
His samurai
Broke it.
spear? The murder weapon?
Yeah. Odd. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This
I
strikes
would
me
say,
as a significant
I would
detail.
say. Oh, we can't read in 3D, it seems. Well,
Yeah, they added the 3D feature at the 5th case.
okay, good to know.
I better write this down in the court record.
Apparently, you sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Why did you read that?
Because I wanted to. Once.
Okay. Was Mr. Power's ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad, he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
That makes sense then. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay.
I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is this steel samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes?
Shut up,
And
Eddie.
it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
So, I wonder what sort of justification other than you being the prosecutor you have. Are you sure you're sure? You're sure. Pretty damn sure you are wrong.
Hold it right there!
So do I have to
Some
tell you?
possibilities. But we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
the defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else could not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer.
I wonder.
We have to consider that possibility also.
Oh, you
Shut up, Eddie.
silly people. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
Are you sure that's a good idea, Edgy?
No need to ask twice. I doubt the wisdom in that as well. The time of poor Hammond's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only one I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If I had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio,
Well, she did say that she wasn't there for a time. Well,
then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
hold on, let's see. 2:30 a.m. That is that much.
Excuse me.
Is correct.
Yep. How do you know that?
Eh? Tonight is the sign. You donuts the young detective. Donuts are power, you know? And then after some rubbish about me being a secret pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumtree shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
Okay, let's go powers.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking? Right.
That's very specific. So maybe you saw someone that wasn't suspicious looking.
What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gates and no one could get in. Even though it's, well, looking at it, doesn't really seem like a thing that you couldn't just climb over, but then again, maybe there's a law. Not to mention,
Are you sure?
you're repeating yourself, Phoenix. The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio has to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, itchy boy. Take it. Please take it.
Edgy boy? Okay, she made it worse.
Oh, Windbag sure has balls. Well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have the way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient. How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps?
Indeed.
Go
That was the
ahead,
same thing?
Go ahead, one more.
Yeah,
that was
that
the
was
first
the
one.
same thing. Yeah,
It-
I
There are
don't recognize.
only four
I don't recognize that.
statements.
Yeah, there were powers, no one else was there. I so
Like literally the last three things say the same thing.
Okay. Let's
So I think we can present it in any of the three.
Okay. And I wonder. God,
Picture.
it's been a bit. Yeah, the only person to the studio from them was no powers.
No, read the entire thing.
He's striking the light, tries to check with an examine. Received the front entrance in the studio.
Look at the date. Yeah.
Look at the what?
The date, time, and the number.
The date said that it was
No.
2 p.m.
October 5th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
So that means there's another photo that probably happened elsewhere. No, I don't know.
It was like that photo was from that specific camera.
Yeah, makes
So that
sense.
means that specific camera took another photo before that.
Makes sense.
Okay. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photograph was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sir, Sonny. Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
Let me guess. You kept the other photo as a memento. And here I saw you didn't know you had from a hole in the ground.
Right. I'm not a cartoonish ostrich. In any case. Next.
Sure.
It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
I'll consider it.
Don't fall for
I'm
it.
very
It's just trying to bribe you. I mean, let me have the opening.
I'm not even going to bother that. Alright. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
You will never know what it means. It was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2? Mm-hmm.
The computer only held data for one photo on that day.
What's up? How was the data purged?
Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Unless she said Dave
Rabble,
had to
rabble,
keep that
rabble.
for herself.
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet, there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only one with access. The security lady herself.
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. Don't be personal. I saw that day was Will Powers. You're missing the point.
But the camera at the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Please don't talk to me, don't stare at me with those eyes of yours. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. If you would cease with your childish appellations, Mr. Wright.
Still having fun, Edgy?
I am still better than you. Whippersnapper.
Keep thinking that.
Something the matter, Miss
Shut
Old
up.
Guy? Will the prosecution and the defense please stop arguing like kids?
I'm an adult, though. Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Don't ask me why I didn't tell you.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Then again, we go again. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one unimportant job to do. I go through the photos I recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. That is not how you do your job. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing it out one photo. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, honey. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn more than expected, but I kind of expected this.
Is it because we're in a Phoenix Wright game? I mean, what?
Kai.
Another job?
That's right. I checked all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I looked closely at every one of the photos the security camera takes. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to. Yes, but those computers are just so frustrating.
So, short answer is no.
So, I know why she doesn't have that job anymore. Now, I guess.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces. For the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Yeah, treat it with some seriousness. The severity it deserves, you know? Oh, young whippersnapper. I've never seen quite a suspicious face as yours, Derry. But I never.
Maya, you were arrested for murder once.
But you're pretty innocent, right? Well, I didn't try the suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Which is?
Well, who the heck was in the photo you erased?
Huh. A fanboy. It wasn't supposed to be that in the first place.
A fanboy?
Still samurai fanboys. It's real freaks, if you ask me. I get information about them rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. What was there that day?
Wait a second! Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words.
I know what I said, and I mean what I mean. You know. You'll know this when you get older. Well, you must know. There's a drain that goes in the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
All the time, Derry. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and
And...
they're kids. Children. The whippersnappers.
Kids?
Hmm.
So, on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy. Probably second or third grade.
What?!
Order! Order!
I told you that grade was suspicious, Nick.
Let me get this straight. We saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was the boy who looked to be about in second or third grade.
Oh yes, well we see his head there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him.
A boy in second or third grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I raised the daughter. Nick? What's going on? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. Although I think he'd be more of a witness.
I'd like
Yeah.
to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
It's kind of deal that you signed up for. Okay.
Excuse me. Mr. I'm not gonna say that.
W. Call him W.
Yes. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
So, who was the sole samurai in the security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone would have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff. You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this.
Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
Well, that's what we have this truth bullets for.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sound like that.
Oh well,
I keep trying.
I know. It's appreciated.
Let's see.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Still how it works, until you have distinctly identifying traits, like a face.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
Defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
So far, anyway.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look too kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
And
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
I wonder.
Security lady.
Yeah, I imagine
Hold
that. I imagine that. That's the only person that that was also there, and which
That was.
out of these two,
That was.
they're not going to be like. No,
Let's see. She was. She was there. She was there. She knows that Powers had his
I know.
sprain.
Makes sense. But you know what? You know what? As much as this one deserves it,
You're really gonna make me say this, are you? It was the grade school boy. Why is anyone saying anything?
bah! Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? How unprofessional! Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. To be fair, we don't know if that was necessarily all that killed him yet. I think, even with a thorough autopsy, there's room for doubt. Oh,
You okay?
yeah, I'm okay.
And here we have me dying again.
I'm not dying, you silly. For one thing, it was the sole samurai holding the murder weapon. Would you care to... Would you care to explain as how the boy was involved? Your logic is so
Maybe that was a dumb
unsound
move
it
on
is
mine.
ruining my very voice.
Maybe that was a dumb move on my part.
Maybe? Maybe? How about absolutely, Nick? How about absolutely, Nick?
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you, as I warned.
Just want to do it.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Your name. The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury.
Just... Okay, fine.
The security lady.
What?
Oldbag.
Whippersnapper.
Order! Order! Is this true, old bag?
Old bag? Missile bag to you! Why? I've never heard such insolence. I'm gonna take you outside. I'm going to push you to the pavement and I'll leave you there, rotting for years.
But that's your last name. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi.
Yeah.
She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
There's no such thing as stupid questions. It's sad, but... Really, Judge?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
Oh, I see! Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes II, baby. Oh, that's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgy pounces?
No, he wouldn't. He would not pass up an opportunity to get that woman out of court.
Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some you damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
Finally. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Please get that woman out of this courtroom. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Petty boy, you just sit there, do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way?
No.
Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, is it nice to be the kids and mean to your eldest day? Whippersnapper.
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let us see this proof, Mr. Wright. Let's see. You
That
have
would
proof
be
that shows the boy could not have
the
committed this murder?
sword. That would be the weight of the spear, right?
That'd be like freaking, I don't know, 100 kilos.
Or that it was. I mean, you could say that's because, well, does this build even look remotely like something a child would fit in?
Okay. There's
How will the
let's
weapon
use
though?
something. Let's use something that we haven't used before, other than the weapon.
Yeah, I would
I
assume
said
that's.
other than. Okay, sure. I want to use the card key. But
That's
it
it.
does the same thing, so why not?
Oh,
Your Honor! The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible!
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
ugh.
The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness. Miss Windy, what was her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor.
The prosecution will look further into this old man before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Hey, so that's the safe point, I guess. No, it's not. Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you went up barking up the wrong tree! Me? I'm talking! Oh no, I thought this was over. Oh great, stop the presses! The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgy who told her not to talk?
Well,
We'll
ironic.
testify.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Global Studios want me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios the day of the murder. Really? Global Studios? They said I had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio for them. Well, that makes sense, I guess. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm all I think they'll get away scot-free.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, indeed.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Hey, you've been listening. They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No? This isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
But the proper
Mr.
title of
Wright.
the...
Your cross-examination.
There is no old bag, like the old bag. Well. I'm just gonna let you handle Phoenix's lines. For a moment.
Let's see. So you are told not to talk?
Which is in the several suspicions. Why didn't I hear about this? Why didn't I hear about this?
Blah, 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 blah. Who were these people?
Those two people are people
Director?
in Japan.
Yeah,
we should have known
Ghost
something
voice.
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run through their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was an employee area all morning, the Wednesday. We don't the producer. Around lunchtime, they had a meeting after that. Where? Where? Oh, in the studio too, trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, that was the Studio 1, so... Well, if you look at the card map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Makes me wonder if that was maybe intentional.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I just take a break.
We'll take a break. In 6 and 10. We still have to advance somehow.
No, I think going to take a break is going to advance it, but let's just go and press everything.
Okay.
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder!
I know that, silly. Still, that was pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they give it a little bonus in the side.
So, you got your bonus and you still talked.
You count your egg chickens after you put them in your little home. I'm gonna say something bad, but it was cool. Chicken house! Chicken coop, hello. Take a break.
I'll just continue.
No, let's just do that.
Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's see if we can reach the chapter endpoint.
We have learned there were others at Global Studios in the day of the murder, or the day in question.
My head feels hot. Just, you know. Okay.
The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare
Okay,
a verdict
that
on the
makes sense
defendant, Mr. Powers.
Makes sense then. We can request that.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people who have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This is the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Darn it, that amateur. Can't even have a shred of professionality. In the courtroom, no less.
I see that you're talking to yourself, Edgy.
Thanks so much.
Excuse me. Hold on.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. It was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Summer costume? Could it really have an old windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying some time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Will Powers.
Poor old windbag. I feel kinda sorry for her. And that's not easy, mind you.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back there with you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Ah, finally.
I'll see you later, baby.
I don't have any real references, but oh well. that was the thing.
That
Feels
was
good,
funny.
making progress and everything. Managed to pull through. But for now, we should meet again in another game, perhaps. Until then, humans, fairies, and yokai.
I'll catch you all later, baby. Bye bye.